Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, my beautiful love tribe. I hope that the moon yesterday didn't knock you too far off your center. But if it did, I'm very grateful that it did, because that's Spirit's way of realigning our energies and putting us where we need to be. Okay, so if there's anybody new tuning in today, welcome. This is a daily love vibe that I do for it's basically all relationships that are in separation. Because we have karmic soulmates, which are people who incarnated to help us learn our life lessons, our experiences, and help us to realign and ascend. Pardon me. So, the next ones would be soulmates, okay? Soulmates come in, it's like the next level up. It's when you level up. Karmics can be rough relationships because they trigger our innermost brokenness. So then we've got soulmates, who are just people that come in that, you know, you meet, you fall in love with, and you spend probably most of your life, if not all of it, with them. And then we have the twin flames, which is the same thing as a soulmate, only it's over lifetimes. It's actually the other half of you. Okay, and if you don't know what a twin flame is, go ahead and look it up on YouTube, because most of the people that are in here are well familiar with the concept. But when you met your significant other, the one that you're not in union with right now, if it felt like you got hit by lightning, or you just came home after being lost in the desert forever, and you're just so glad to be home, you're probably in one of the 3 different categories that we're reading for today. So this side of the reading is for divine masculine, and this side is for divine feminine. We do head, home, heart, hopes and fears on both sides. And then today I drew a oracle card for advice for the masculine moving forward, and then one for the feminine moving forward. And then I just shuffled and let them fall out. And the ones that fell on this side went on this side. The ones that fell on this side went on this side. There was one that I wasn't sure, and I put it over here. I don't know why, but I like to listen to my intuition. I am a psychic medium. I don't need the cards to do my intuitive work and to communicate with the dead, but I do use cards for daily insight. Okay, so let's see. We have the first overall moon energy card. Is a new start is coming, new moon. Now I did shuffle these, and I did draw this naturally, organically, whatever you want to say. Spirit brought this up, which is kind of amazing, because that's what we just had, was a new moon. But it could have showed up as a full moon, new moon, or it could be new moon in Libra, full moon in Libra. There's other choices in the deck. All right, but this is what we drew. And I'm going to look it up and read it. I don't know why I feel like we got new people here, or new people coming. So for those of you who are regulars, you're like, get on with the reading, Tracy. All right, new moon. There is a yes coming our way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way. Be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcomes. If you're feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles, and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now, or something totally new and fresh is on its way to replace it. Okay, your mantra attuned to the moon. I'll see it when I believe it. Instead of I'll believe it when I see it, you say I'll see it when I believe it. All right, additional meanings. A new start's on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. Forget about the past. The new moon marks the start of the waxing cycle and the midpoint of the dark moon. It's a dark and veiled time when the moon is invisible and at a time of rebirth. It's a time that witches do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle. An intensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil into the other worlds. And you don't have to be a witch to do it, okay? Just saying. Anybody can set moon intentions. It's a prayer with action, which is how the law of attraction works. If you didn't know that, look it up. All right, so what is going on in the masculine's headspace today on Friday, coming into this new moon, new full moon, spring equinox? Oh, yeah. This is pretty prophetic because I did a read for me this morning and it was the first one in the masculine's head too. Look at this. This is the Four of Wands, my 1111 card. This is the divine union between soulmates, karmic soulmates, and the twins. Okay, mostly the twins because it's the 1111. But it's also the happy, perfect family home life. Built with stability, it's union, it's joy. It's a nice, nice thing to be on his mind today. Let's see what's on the feminine's mind. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Yeah, she's ready to celebrate. This feels nice, guys. This feels really nice. Now, we know that some of the masculines and some of the feminines do have third-party relationships that they're tying up loose ends with. But I feel like energetically the separation has already happened. It's just a matter of tying up loose ends. So here comes a train, guys. Sorry. Three of Cups could insinuate, you know, that on her mind is the third-party situation. But that's not what I feel. It's a Friday, guys. What do most people do on Fridays, especially when they're pining away for love? They usually go out and party or hang out with friends or get together. They find distractions usually. So that's on her mind. She's ready to go out and have a good time. And it could be that she's hoping that her masculine will want to go out and have a good time too. I keep wondering if these guys are just going to accidentally trip into each other's spaghetti dinner or something, because I keep getting that divine timing, divine timing. Okay, let's see what's going on in the home where they live. Firm foundation. This is a Four of Pentacles. All right, but in this deck, it does kind of look like a love triangle, huh? Don't it? It's a 4, yet they're showing a 3 in that triangle, and it's red. It's also, when I look at this card, I see that big mountain, and this guy is like looking down away from it, almost like it defeats him. I'm going to throw a clarifier on this, but what Spirit's telling me is that fours is all about foundations and stability. And I feel like the masculine in his headspace and in his home space, he's trying to find a firm footing. I feel like whatever's gone on in his house or his family life at this time has left him feeling literally like he's walking around and the rubble from the tower. And he's just trying to find firm footing. And he's looking at how to rebuild or how to build again. This card also makes me feel like in his home he feels like it's insurmountable, like he's almost overwhelmed with how much work needs to be done after this tower fell. It's just like really, really heavy energy. I'm going to throw some cards on it, or a card on it, just to clarify. But that's what I feel like. I feel like in the home, you know, he thought he built sound. He thought he built sound. But everything's just kind of crumbled. And now it's time to reassess and get his butt back into the game. I feel determination, but I feel overwhelmed also with that card. Can we clarify, Spirit, this for... Thank you. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Oh, can I get one more, please? Can I get one more? Thank you. Oh my gosh. All right. So this is just weird. We got 4, 4, 4. We got the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. And then we got, I want to show them to you because they're smaller. Okay, the 4 of Cups is all about regret. It's looking at cups that just, you know, didn't fulfill you. They weren't the right cups. They didn't feel like the right cups. They didn't turn out the way you wanted them to. They left you feeling regretful and sad and wondering where you went wrong. But here's this little siren, this little mermaid or whatever she is. Divine is the way I look at it. This is the divine, handing this young man another cup. The right cup, the divine cup. And I think the reason why on his mind is the 4 of Wands, which is the twin flame card, I think he's had a wake up. I think maybe he has finally seen this 4th cup. Because now we've got the Knight of Swords. That's an epiphany and fast movement forward. It's like, you know, you get your aha moment, your 2x4 upside the head. And then where you are stagnant and unable to move, all of a sudden you've got clarity and you're like, here I come. I've got to tell you I know, is what I'm hearing. So in his home, I feel like he's rebuilding, he's healing, and he's having awakenings, like aha moments. And he's looking at how to move forward from here. And I feel a bit of impatience with this Knight of Swords too. Like not only is he looking for his way forward, but he's like wanting to rush headlong. All right, so I'm going to go on to her now. What's going on in her home space? She's got the Ace of Swords in reverse. Triumphant success. So she's, you know, she's still trying to get her victory. And clarity, whether it's from the masculine or from her karmic, or both. But in the home, she feels almost like she's failing. She's not able to be triumphant at this time. And I think that moon kind of made us ladies feel like that, didn't it? I've gotten some messages from some of you, and yeah, it was like we thought we had that Ace of Swords, and then all of a sudden that moon came along and just made everything confusing again, you know? So the clarity's not there, and she's feeling that in the home too. Kind of like she's sitting in that energy, just waiting for just the perfect moment You know, that, that 2x4 upside the head, we're all going to get it. I'm telling you, it's coming. We have 2 full moons in Libra in April. Or, I mean, yeah, we have another one in Libra. We have, like, it's not rare to have a full moon because we have those, you know, every month. But it is rare to have a full moon in Libra twice. So whatever balance we didn't get through this portal may be coming in the next one. All right, so what is in his heart space? What's going on in the masculine's heart? He's got the world. The world in his heart space. He wants old things to end so that new things can begin. It's kind of like, you know, it's right there. He can feel it. It's right in his heart. It's what he's desiring. He's manifesting is what I'm hearing. Manifesting. Desiring. A new cycle, a new beginning. This card reminds me of expansion. It's how our universe just kind of expands and grows. And this whole process is literally expansion. This is us leveling up spiritually. In consciousness, not just a romance, you know. These are partnerships that we signed up for in the 5D before we came here, because we weren't allowed to remember why we were here, and we needed people from our home to come with us to help each other, to wake up. All right, let's go on. What's going on? Excuse me, in her heart space. Ooh, yeah, baby. Masculine, you better look out. She's looking to go out and celebrate. She's a little upset about her home situation. And that's an Ace of Swords. And now she's got the Ace of Wands. That's new beginnings, whether they're in the reverse or in the upright. Any way you look at it, wands are new beginnings. And so she's looking pretty good over here. Hopefully the masculine and the divine have a plan. Because I feel some of my feminines are slipping away. But we all know that that can't happen if it's not meant to. So my new favorite song is Que Sera, Sera. Because I'm not chasing, and hopefully you're not either. We have finally realized our worth. And I think masculine's trying to realize his worth too. And while we're doing this, there's healing happening behind the scenes. All right, so let's see what Divine has in store for them. In just a second, we still got to do hopes and fears. Oh, communication and positive movement forward. I like it. This is his hopes and fears, though, guys. It's not an action card. It's what he's hoping for. He's hoping that it's going to be smooth sailing. He's headed for the sun. He's headed for that bright light. It's the Eight of Wands. It could literally be text messaging. Maybe he's waiting for a message. I don't know. But it's definitely hopeful, like he's really hoping for positive movement forward, or hoping for communication. What's going on in the feminine's hopes and fears? Ooh, she's got the Ace of Pentacles, yes. See, look at that. The divine union in the back, the 2 hands. And then there's the walnut seed. It grew into a tree, because this is what they planted years ago. Probably billions or millions, I don't know. But I mean, you know, the twins, the divine couples, they're as old as time. But she's waiting for her prosperity. Okay, prosperity begins. That's what her hopes are. Because I feel like the feminines are working on being autonomous. They don't want to have to be codependent on anybody anymore. And I'm just here to tell you, she has 3 aces on her side. I just noticed that. That's the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. That's pretty damn profound. He's got 3 4s and she's got 3 1s. That's cool. Wow. Big, big energies, portals. Us feminines, whether we realize it or not, something big happened. Look at all the new beginnings. I mean, finances. You're going to have brand new beginnings in finances. You're going to have brand new beginnings in passion and love. And you're going to have brand new beginnings in thought processes and communication. This is crazy, you guys. You guys, you're just getting me today. Let's look at what is the biggest and highest lesson or energy for this divine union for Friday. Yeah. Wow. We've got the sun. That's amazing. I can't even tell you how amazing that is. That's amazing. This is happiness, joy. It's all of your needs being met in ecstaticism. And it also represents divine masculine. Wow. This is really cool, guys, because look, we've only got 2 major arcana on the table. And like recently, they've all been major arcana. It's like boom, 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 boom. And now we've got new beginnings. And we've got stability and security. 4s are all about firm foundations. Wow. Okay. Whew. We got 2 8s and 2 3s also. 2 8s, 2 3s, 3 4s, and 3 aces. 8s are divine. That's the infinity sign. That's creative energy. 3s are all about obstacles. It's usually a third party or a third situation. But we only have 2. Whew, thank God. We're moving on. All right, what is the energy, that advice that Spirit spit out for the masculine today? Oh, I don't know these cards. I have to read them. But this looks fabulous. This is the Unicorn and the Maiden. Communication with Unicorn. Purification. Undercover action. We got to read that, guys. That just sounds too awesome not to read. So masculines, if you're in the room and you're listening, give a shout out below. You don't have to use your name if you don't want to. I'd just like to know that we have a few that watch. Okay, in this beautiful card, the Sacred Unicorn and the Magical Fairy Maiden are preparing for a mission. The maiden lives in the world, the real world, as we say, that we inhabit day to day. There she does undercover work on behalf of all that is magical, true, and soulful. Her ally, the unicorn, is to go to the etheric places and share her work with the creatures too long in hiding, and ask them to come forward and let themselves be known again. Together they are discussing what must be done next. The unicorn knows this information will be safe with the maiden, and the maiden knows too that she is safe with this magical creature. But they also know that there are those who would hunt down the unicorn for its marvelous knowledge, its magics, its alicorn with its healing properties, and the mystic ruby that lies beneath its brow, giving those who possess it the power to see into the hearts of those around them and know their true intentions. But together, they know they can do their work. They meet in the in-between places, out of sight, in your dreams, visions, meditations, and path workings. but it is her job to take the information back and to translate it into material form. It is in this way that purifying and detoxifying vast areas can take place. They both work for peace, and they both are able to see straight into the hearts of those around them. Among their many skills, unicorns have the ability to create peace, even when confronted by great aggression. One stayed famed warlord Genghis Khan's hand turned him back. One stayed famed warlord Genghis Khan's hand, turning him back from the battle and choosing peaceful settlement of differences. Unicorns also bring about the power of the written word. They communicate the tale that needs to be told. This holds true for artists too, as the original language the unicorn developed was pictorial. So they are behind many film projects, novels, television series, and visual arts and collage, most especially. If this card has appeared to you and you're embarking on a creative project, simply ask for the help and guidance of the unicorn, who will fill you with the inspiration and help you through any block you may be having regarding it. The unicorn's horn emanates from the center of his brow, the region in which his or our third eye and third eye chakras are located. The third eye contains our capacity for intuition, psychic abilities, clairvoyance, communion, and communication between worlds. When this card shows up for you, the messages you are receiving are very, very likely to be reaching you through that point. We can use our intent, our energetic power emanating from that point too, to pray over our water, seek out peaceful solutions, and to keep precious, rare, and sacred beings safe from harsh and toxic environments. If the unicorn and the maiden appear to you in a reading, you're being reconnected with your magical other self, with your own maiden, your own pure, wild qualities, gentle and free, fierce and beloved, as is the magical creature, the beloved unicorn. That sounds like balancing as divine feminine to me. The unicorn is a symbol of ancient magics rising and purification of the earth and the etheric realms taking place. The maiden and the unicorn standing together indicate that you're receiving communications about your life path and being a peaceful activist for change. The doors between worlds for you are growing wider and wider. More and more is coming through for you. Please know that you have a purpose, which is in the moment now, to help the situation. You are a peaceful being, sensitive and yet so very strong and powerful. Keep some of your work secret. Do not try to attract attention. The new children who are becoming adults now are aided in their life purpose by the unicorn. It is time to protect and help something precious and threaten to survive. Bless your food and water to ingest healing unicorn energy. All right, that was pretty long. I apologize, guys, but I didn't know what that... I haven't used these cards enough to get all the messages. I'm gonna use my discernment because that was like really out there. But what I want to say from this feels like masculine and feminine on their doing their life's work, their life's path, their life's purpose, conspiring in the in-between on how to open up the masculine's third eye and get him all the downloads and information that he needs to be able to see his life's mission. All right, so I also strongly feel this is about him balancing divine feminine back into his aura and his etheric body, which we're both doing. The feminines have been working on balancing their masculine. That's why they've stepped into their knowing. They've stepped into their life's path, and they stepped into their communication too. All right, so what does the feminine have? Beautiful bandit. Spiritual gangster. That's cool. Spiritual gangsta. Beautiful bandit. All right, I will read it. These ones aren't as long, so don't click off yet. In a reading, you can choose right now to feel good about yourself. If you've been beating yourself up, stop it now. Don't let anyone else decide how you should feel about yourself. Take responsibility for your actions means that when you have done something that you feel is out of integrity, you do something about it that is constructive and useful. Damning yourself with judgment or allowing others to steal your self-esteem is neither of those things. The Divine Mother is telling you to forgive yourself and use your new energy now to live the best life that you can. It's time to take your life back. You're one tough sweetheart, a spiritual gangster, a beautiful bandit, stealing back from the unworthy that which rightfully belongs with you. You have certain spiritual rights that cannot be denied you. Your dignity, power, and grace, your sense of beauty and self-esteem. Your chosen belief systems, your energy, and your right to take up space in this world rightfully belong to you and your soul. Your faith and your spiritual connection with the universe and your sense of your life purpose belong to your soul too. So do your joy, your laughter, and your enjoyment of life, your belief in your own purity of heart, and the goodness of your own being. Your right to love yourself is owned by your soul too. Even when you make mistakes, the Great Mother loves and forgives you, knowing that you're doing your best and are her precious daughter. You have a spiritual right to be free from torment, cruelty, and mental anguish. You alone own the right to choose your thoughts and claim your freedom to make your own choices. You're fierce with wisdom. You know that another cannot ever successfully steal what truly belongs to you. And if they try, your sacred rage will rise up, and you will not hesitate to stake the winning claim for what is rightfully yours. The beautiful bandit comes to you with a message. Anything that you feel has been taken from you unfairly shall be taken back by you. Claim what is yours by your own spiritual right. Justice will prevail. Sacred ritual, stand upright, say aloud, I claim the entirety of my divine inheritance. All that is rightfully mine through divine justice, divine mercy, is now returned to me through my own free will, so be it. Yeah, well, you know, that's like that Nine of Pentacles energies, ladies. You know, first of all, your masculine is yours. It's you. It's your other half. So it does belong to you, and it should return to you. That's what the contract's all about. So maybe a little ritual is in order for you to reclaim that which you had taken from you. All right? And I really feel strongly that this is about us moving into all these aces, okay? It's all these aces. You need to own that. You need to own that. Take that clarity. Take that triumph. Turn that up from the upside down to the right side up. And then you've got passion and financial and abundance, prosperity. It's beautiful, girls. Do you. And when you do you, they will do them. Trust me. All right, last cards. We're going to do these quickly. We've got on the masculine, which is a 9. It says exchanging gifts. Okay, of course they are, because through all these portals, we're coming into new gifts. And if you aren't, you might want to take a real long look at your inner work, because I know that my crown chakra was blown wide open, and I have new gifts that I didn't even know I could have. Okay? All right, and then he's got exchanging gifts, and then he's got another 4, which is why. Okay, this is him looking at his life and wondering why it's like, okay, Spirit's giving me an analogy. All right, it's like you're exchanging gifts, and in this picture, it looks like a book or a gift with wings, and it's being opened. So, you know, maybe the Divine Masculine is getting new gifts, and he doesn't understand why or what they are or what they're for. I'm hearing, what is the meaning of all this, is what I'm hearing. And then we've got another 4, and I'm not shitting you. You can see it right there. It's a 22, which adds up to 4. And this is about blessed. And it looks like whatever this girl is doing, she's being birthed from a full moon. So we have exchanging gifts, we have them not understanding what the gifts are, and we have blessed. Now we have another 3. So we've got 3 3s on the board now, guys. We have a 4, a 9. We have 2 4s. We have 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 5 4s for him. And 3 3s. This is new life. Yeah. Blessed with new life. You know, gifts exchanged. Why? Because it's a blessing of new life. Okay. Then we have a new life. We have a 6, which is milk and honey. Spirit's telling him that if he makes the right choices and moves toward the divine, he's going to live in the land of milk and honey. 6 is all about balance. This is an 11, guys. It's 11. Look at, you're almost there. I hope you can see this. I never can tell if you can. See the flag? You're almost there. You're getting ready to cross that line, guys. This is an 11. This is divine union. All right, and then he has the peace card, and his unicorn was all about peace, too. So this is a 5. And that's the golden egg now, isn't it? That's peace. Huh? We're birthing it. Peace on earth. You know, Christ consciousness. All right, what does the feminine have? Oh, look at there. Go figure. She's got the yin. Yeah, divine feminine. She has an 11 too, guys. But we'll get to that. All right, so the feminine is still working on her abandonment issues. This is what Spirit's saying. Girls, if you think you've conquered it, take a second look, because perhaps not so much. Okay? And then we have chop wood. It's a 6 too, which is about balance. That's like the temperance card. It's like you're going to have to just like sit down, take a seat, and wait for divine timing, because divine timing is at work here. And if you're too anxious and you're too impatient, go chop wood or go clean something up. Find something to keep your mind preoccupied. Here's an idea. Take care of you and breathe. Breathe. Okay, guys, that is your Friday's daily love vibe. Please remember to have an attitude of gratitude. Make your vision board. Set your intentions. Only concentrate on the positive. If you're in separation and you're pining, you're going to get more pining. Don't pine. Turn on happy music. Dance. Okay, sing. Go out and celebrate. Look at all the new beginnings that are opening up for you. Step into your power. Be the beautiful warrior, okay? Gangsta. Spiritual gangsta. All right, I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Love and light.